Boy, did the circus arrive on Capitol Hill Wednesday. Hunter Biden pulling the biggest political and PR stunt any of us have seen in quite some time, and that's saying something. After flaunting his subpoena to testify about his business dealings a few weeks ago behind closed doors, Hunter instead gave an impromptu press conference that day and then fled. You probably remember that. That was a bad look and possibly damaging to his father, who's the focus of a widening scandal and impeachment effort in Congress right now from Republicans. But on Wednesday, as two separate committees got together to discuss finding young Hunter in contempt of Congress for that stunt previously, well, he decided to pull a much bigger one. He came rolling into the hearing itself, and that sent the room into a frenzy. I think it was about as poor a decision as Hunter could have made, by the way, and I wonder if he was advised by his attorneys to take that flashy gamble for the whole world to see. What was the point? I mean, seriously, what was the point? To me, it screamed, "You cannot touch me. I'm not like you. I have privilege, and nothing can ever touch me because my daddy is president." That's what it screamed. His lawyer on one side, business associate on the other. Oh, and by the way, a camera crew in tow. Apparently Hunter's making a movie about him being the victim. I mean, it really was shocking, and I want to go through several key moments both during and after the strange and frankly extremely arrogant stunt. I mean, arrogance really does kind of call this out. Nancy Mace, one of the few that got a chance to speak directly to Hunter as he was in the room, and she came after him hard, hitting him, some would say below the belt, and under the circus that was set off. You really have to see it to hear it. Here it is.
First of all, my first question is, who bribed Hunter Biden to be here today? That's my first question. Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman,
if the gentlelady wants to hear from Hunter Biden, we can hear from him right now, Mr. Chairman. Let's take a vote and hear from Hunter Biden. What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Because you keep interrupting me.
I'll interrupt the chairman. I don't know that he's a lady.
I think that Hunter Biden should be arrested right here, right now, and go straight to jail. Our nation is founded on the rule of law.
Come on.
And the premise that the law applies equally to everyone, no matter what your last
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Biggs over here.
Donald Trump Jr.
Biggs over here.
State your point, Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, my point of order is this. Are we going to continue on with this blatant interruption? This is absurd and inappropriate. I intend to give my statement. I don't intend to have anybody interrupted. I'm not going to interrupt your statements. I think you should have decorum and courtesy and don't act like a bunch of nimrods.
You just interrupted a woman.
And that's 5,
I got permission.
Can we agree everyone has
Mr.
5
Chairman,
minutes? Can we agree?
Point of order again. The assertion that I interrupted was absolutely false. That's typical of the gentleman who spoke it. I got permission to speak from the chairman. I spoke. I was interrupted yet again by the gentleman who doesn't choose to go through the chair and follow proper order. I encourage us, I think if we're going to have any respect at all, we need to have proper decorum.
Well said.
Andy Biggs jumping in there to say, look, this is not the way it's done, right? Not the way to. But Nancy Mace really going after Hunter Biden. If you had the balls to be here, then be here. You see, Hunter wants to set the rules the way Hunter wants to set the rules.